Can we talk about the Will Smith thing real quick?
What would happen?
What,
to Will
you
Smith?
mean the entanglement?
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't know.
Well, I just think it's funny that like if it was him that got caught with somebody, he'd be a straight up no good for nothing piece of shit loser. But because they were,
but there's
split,
also rumors
they
that
were
they
separated,
and
she started fucking a rapper, and it's
a
called
22-year-old,
and it's
rapper.
called they're calling all the women are calling it an entanglement.
It's kind of like
she's a cheating hooker.
So are you saying that women view their cheating as noble and then men as just filthy, dirty?
Right.
Nah, that is not how
I've actually talked about this with Mike's brother-in-law. Why is it every time that a female teacher fucks a young male student, it's called a romp? A sex romp.
Yeah. It ain't called that when a fucking male teacher does it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's not called a sex romp.
No.
Well, the thing is, they like if like all a woman has to say is it was loveless. I just didn't feel loved. And everyone like they all support. Oh, you go, girl.
Yeah.
And a guy could be with a total psycho bitch like Amber Heard, and if he cheated, it would still be his fault.
Well, yeah, I mean, people said that when I was married.
Yeah.
There were people that had comments like, because when I left her, I had cheated just before, and I left.
But you were in a loveless marriage, and you had
she stabbed me once. You know.
She stabbed
Dude, we
once.
didn't have sex for like 2 years. I mean, we didn't even kiss. Nothing. We didn't say love you.
Yeah, but
nothing.
why did you look elsewhere? What is your problem? 2 years? I mean, 2 years is
what happens,
compared to the age of the universe, that's not that long. You have no self-control.
Right.
Can I just say right now, if I was married to Will Smith, I would be so faithful. I would love him so much and I would never cheat on him. He's a handsome guy and has a lot of money.
Yeah. I just hope he doesn't he's not like a cuck, Like he's I can take. Hope old Will ain't cream pie cleanup.
No, there's actually rumors that when they were doing the Suicide Squad movie that he fucked Margot Robbie.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
And there's pictures of him visibly drunk with her in a photo booth, and they're having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good for Will Smith.
I thought when you
Hancock.
Oh, hey, thanks, Morgan. Morgan supports me.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
The Hancock's a good one.
Yeah. And then we were making fun of, before we went on
that's like a porno parody, right?
Hancock.
It's got to be.
No, no, don't touch Charlie's. Okay, I'll let you do it. Go ahead.
Don't get me wrong. When I was with my wife, I mean, I told there were a lot of people that agreed with me, and that thought I should have left a lot sooner. I tried to get her help as much as I could, but
How long were you married for?
Oh, we were only married like 3 years, but we were together like 6.
That's a good amount of time, though. Yeah.
Yeah, she went completely nuts. As soon as she got on my insurance, she started diagnosing herself on WebMD with all these problems. And next thing I know, she was sleeping 20 hours a day and washing pills down with Crown Royal. That's what you do.
As happens. So I mean,
as is customary.
Yeah.
When you get married.
That's what I did.
As is customary when you get married.
When you said the Will Smith thing, I thought you were talking about how young he is. And we didn't realize how young he was.
No, I was talking more about the whole thing going on with they had like a table.
Yeah, I saw that afterwards. Yeah, but I thought you were expounding on what we talked about before the show.
Oh yeah. So why was that brought to the light now?
Don't know.
Just a PR thing?
That's what most people seem to think.
Because most people said that they think they had an open marriage.
Dude, should have banged her while she was asleep. It's you're married. It's not rape.
It's a good point, Morgan. I do agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. They've been talking about that for years. Him and Jada having an open marriage.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, "No, it's not really open." But
do you know that Jada Pinkett Smith had a metal band for a minute?
Yeah, she's a bass player.
Well, she was a singer in like a band called something Wisdom. And she actually was like a scream, like just
Simple
screaming her ass
Wisdom.
off. Something like a Simple Wisdom or something.
See, the thing about open marriages, to me, I think it's an open marriage, and there's always one of the people that is crying themselves to sleep and can't handle it.
I'm pretty sure
it's never two of them. It's never like a mutual. It's one that just feels that they have to stay for some reason, and they put up with the cream pie cleanup.
I was gonna point out that like I've met a few people who supposedly had open marriages, and it was usually like One of them was going out and doing what they wanted,
That's
and
and the other was staying home
Right.
crying. Yeah.
Right. And it like 3 different
And their whole
times,
family's like, you got to fucking get out of this shit. And they're
3
they run
different
off the
times
room.
I've
I don't know from experience though.
2 times I worked with a guy who, and it was 2 different guys, and they were like talking about like they were in an open marriage, but yet they weren't doing anybody else. But their wives were out every weekend, and they were home with the kids.
Can I say it hurts my soul to think of Will Smith as a cuck?
It does. It's kind of like, man, if he's a cuck.
Like, it bums me out.
Green pot cleanup. That's pretty. That's pretty.
Wicked
upsetting.
wisdom. Wicked wisdom.
Yeah.
Dude,
Phil's
Aaron
Phil is on it with all the answers.
so
he
look at
Googled it.
Then Morgan, Aaron, he was an open marriage, open jail cell.
And Will Smith looks so sad in that photo where he's like, he has tears like
Yeah.
piling up. Like, I'll marry Will Smith. It's okay.
It's Photoshop.
Well, I feel kind of bad for him because don't you think like The Rock has taken his slot as like the guy that like the nice guy of Hollywood that it.
Will Smith does better movies than The Rock.